Cape Cod, one of New England's top vacation destinations and home to more than 200,000 people, is under attack. Not by battleships, but by the very seas that make the region so beautiful. Slowly but surely, sea level rise is eating away at Cape Cod's shoreline. According to Greg Berman of Woods Hole Sea Grant, the Cape has experienced 11 inches of sea level rise between 1922 and 2019. 11 inches may not seem like much, but the impacts are astronomical, both above ground and below it. Rising seas are correlated with increased flooding, which seems to ravage the Cape more and more as each year passes. Over 90,000 homes in the region are estimated to be at risk of chronic flooding by the end of the century. This means that flooding may occur not just during major storms, but during new and full moon tides as well. The strange situation of having flood advisories when it isn't raining is not as much of an anomaly as it once was. The economic consequences of this are hard to comprehend. Barnstable County is expected to have $7.4 billion in costs to deal with sea level rise over the next 2 decades, the highest in the state of Massachusetts and the 3rd highest nationwide. Flashy images of flooded roads and half-submerged houses tend to capture most of the public's attention, but the more invisible effects of rising sea levels are just as concerning. Cape Cod's aquifers, streams, wetlands, and water tables are all being impacted by the Atlantic Ocean's rise. Cape Cod Aquifer is the sole source of drinking water for Cape Cod residents, and it too has been changing. The rate at which groundwater levels in Cape Cod have been rising mirrors the rate of long-term sea level rise as measured by the USGS. This is important because high water tables can interfere with below-ground infrastructure like septic systems, which Cape Cod happens to have a particularly high concentration of. Flooded septic systems are unusable, but worse, they represent a public health threat and are a point source of pollution. Contaminants like pharmaceuticals and dangerous bacteria can be carried into wetlands, ponds, streams, and drinking water by runoff. With the state of Massachusetts predicting that sea levels will rise another 1.5 to 3 feet by 2050, things are not looking good for Cape Cod. That doesn't mean it's unsavable, though. Monitoring our carbon footprints, advocating for action against climate change, and eventually, employing creative infrastructure solutions will help to preserve the area. The Cape is a sand and gravel remnant of a glacial retreat that occurred 15 to 20,000 years ago. But it's so much more than that. The Cape is a home, a community, a place of spectacular natural beauty, a place that must be protected.